Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. The S&P 500 was down 0.6% today, kind of the fourth day in a row that it's been down. Again, I've mentioned many times that I think these types of downturns can be very healthy in an upward moving market, especially one that has had so much strength here in the last 5 months. So kind of have to be patient. Sometimes these things can be kind of scary because you don't know, for sure, is this the beginning of something even bigger, which we're prepared for if something does happen. It gets to be, what a primary direction changes to down and those types of things. But you have to assume at this point that this is just letting off some steam. So you kind of, don't get in a panic mode about it. You kind of hang in there. I mean, for example, last year, we hit the peak July 31st. Market dropped and went up and down, but ended up down 10%, hit the bottom on the 27th of October. And then it went up 8.9% in November. And an awful lot of people weren't in the market. Matter of fact, the survey of the big money managers, they had their lowest stock market exposure for 72 years, right at the wrong time. So, and there was no change in primary direction in that particular market move. It's why we were still in there. So, kind of pay attention to some of the basics. This primary market move and secondary market moves have been around for, since the 1880s. So this is something that, is pretty well established. I've had some success with it also. So if we look at kind of what's happening here, so far, this is just a secondary move down and a primary move up. And how far it goes down, there's not a lot of support here. We got close to 5,000 today, maybe a little bit of support there because it took us a little time to get through that. But there's not much. It probably comes down more to the point where, people feel like it's a good deal. It has been dropping all 4 days. That's when the Middle East tension started really, kind of on Friday of last week. And so there's still, that hanging over. How will Israel respond? Those types of things, people being careful. Get the Federal Reserve, now talking negatively, trying to get the market to do some of their work for them and slow the economy down some. Whereas in the fourth quarter last year, they were talking much more positively and the market was doing much better. So some headwinds for the market. However, it was already stretched out. We got way up there on the, stretch measures that I look at. And so, this is a normal measure that I would normally see in a market where it comes down, 4 or 5%, maybe even 10% before things start to settle down. Because the stretch is now coming out of the market. It's starting to look more like a buy. Earnings will be coming through here too. So, hang in there. This is just a part that, happens. Markets don't go straight up like they do for the last 5 months on a regular basis. It'd be nice, but just doesn't really happen. Got to remember the market is a representation of human emotion. We don't go in a straight line, especially as a group. So, you have to kind of just sit back and watch how this happens. And, we'll look at maybe some good buying opportunities in here too as things start to kind of settle down. But look forward to being able to see you again tomorrow, and we'll see what happens then. Thank you very much.